So if your horse has had a little bit of time off, I always recommend that you check a little bit of basic health in your horse first. So what shape are his feet in? Does it feel you need to be revisiting him before you start riding again? You know, if their feet have gotten long, they need to be trimmed because it really does affect how the horse moves, the length of their feet. Also, how tight, if they are shod, are those shoes still tight on that horse's feet, or again, have they kind of grown out? Because everybody tends to forget about if their horse's feet are too long, it's really like you having the wrong size of shoes on and trying to get ready for an event. So we really need to think about their feet sort of the same way. So a lot of it is you need to decide what type of activity you're getting your horse fit for. Does he have to need to do high-speed activities, more endurance type activity, and also plan back from when is that event that you're getting your horse ready for, if that's what your goal is, because we need to give the horse enough time to make or develop fitness before the actual competition. So one of the things that I typically talk about when it comes to fitness with horses is try to equate it with, you know, people making that New Year's resolution of, I'm going to go to the gym, right? And then you go to the gym, and what happens when you don't ease into it or you overdo it? You're sore, right? Because you've done too much. And we don't tend to think about that with the horses much, that, oh, they might be sore. And so sometimes when they're, you know, maybe a little cranky or irritable or not performing like you want, it may actually be muscle soreness. And we just always kind of put it on, oh, he's being bad. Check his body condition score, if that has changed over the winter, because one of the things that can affect is your tack fit. And you certainly don't want to make your horse back sore from any rubs or sores as you get started. It's always a good chance, you know, and especially at the beginning of a season, to do that baseline assessment. What does my horse look like right now? Sometimes I advocate taking pictures, because if the horse is being exercised, you should see like a better top line, better muscle development. So it almost gives you a way to check back and look to say, oh yeah, my fitness program is actually helping my horse out, or to take a picture and go, oh, he's lost a lot of condition, so maybe I need to think about that when I'm kind of getting my horse fit again. Our optimal body condition score for most performance events that horses are going to do are that 5.5. Sometimes our endurance horses will be a little leaner just because we want them to be able to carry weight for a longer period of time as well as dissipate heat, but that 5.5 is kind of key. Again, if your horse is over that, they're carrying extra weight, and that can be hard on their joints. You know, it's just you, same thing, carrying around extra weight. It's not going to be as easy to exercise. So we want them as lean as possible, but still having the amount of muscle that they need and the amount of fat and energy stores to do their event. And as horses change weight, again, it changes their shape, so to speak, and that can change how your saddle fits. So that's something that's pretty important to pay attention to. So we've started a monthly webinar series as a way to reach out to people while they're still in their home. So essentially, you can access those in two different ways, through Zoom. So I send out a link through Zoom. The advantage of Zoom is you can actually interact and ask questions with whoever is hosting the webinar. Our next webinar in our series is February 6th. That's a Wednesday, and it'll be live at 6 p.m. Dr. Justin Talley is going to talk about internal parasites and doing fecal egg counts to decide if you should deworm the horse or not. And then in March, it will be Dr. Candace Lyman from the vet school, and we're going to talk about breeding soundness exams in mares.